Hi, I'm Neima Abdulahi, reporter here at 11 Alive. I've been continuously covering the Atlanta child murders case, a case that started in 1979 all the way to 1981, where 29 African-American kids and young adults were left murdered in the city. And we know you have questions. We have a series right now called Murdered in Black and White. We're going to dig through our YouTube to kind of answer some of your questions. Alexander asked, why did the murder stop after he was caught? Okay, that's a great question. We've heard it before. A lot of people assume it stopped once Wayne Williams was convicted. This is something that has been debated ever since the murder started. What the city of Atlanta and Atlanta Police Department are doing right now is you have the time frame 1979 to 1981. They're going back a few years and they're going forward a few years to see if they missed anything. And if anything between that time period that is now extended shows the same level of patterns, the same level of evidence, to find any similarities to see if it actually stopped or if it continued. So because it's an ongoing investigation right now and that the case is reopened nearly 40 years since it started, maybe soon we will find out, once we find out from law enforcement authorities, what they discovered after digging through evidence that has been locked away for decades. Next question. Gail Talley asked, so why are they looking now when the cases have been closed? So when we first started reporting on this, it wasn't a hot topic. It was just about a mother who wanted a memorial for her son and for all the other children, so that all the children are remembered in an honorable way for once, and that their legacy of what they could have been is also cemented into Atlanta's history in a physical form, where people in the city can drive around and look at the history of Atlanta. A dark part of Atlanta's history, but one that should not be forgotten. So that kind of led to a spiraling effect. The city promises a memorial, and then all of a sudden the cases are reopened. Everyone's very interested in this. It has a level of curiosity that we have not seen before in the city of Atlanta. This is a case that has not had a conviction. There is a longtime suspect, but he was never convicted for it. There's a high interest in this. So many different networks nationwide are doing documentaries on this. And that amount of pressure, I think, puts a focus on the city to do something. So I feel like it was a unified pressure from so many different media outlets nationwide, having this interest of asking all these questions, and the city saying, wow, all these boxes have been locked away for so long. Why don't we open them up and see if we can bring justice for all the families? So Yvette asks, why is he in jail if he didn't commit these murders? Wayne Williams is currently in jail for the murder of 2 adult men. And he was never convicted of killing the children. That has led to a lot of curiosity, a lot of room for interpretation of why wasn't someone ever convicted? Was there any other suspects? How come this case has remained cold for so long? So Wayne Williams, I think, has been speaking out for so long, saying that he did not do it because he was never tried for the case. Dakuta asks, so what is the outcome now? The outcome now is that we wait to find out what Atlanta police finds out from uncovering those boxes of evidence to see if they can learn anything new. So far, they have had new leads. They believe that the 2 female victims' patterns of how they died does not match the rest of the case, that maybe there was another serial killer. And they also believe that 2 other children of the 29 victims, the patterns in those 2 murders also do not match the rest of the case. So this renewed interest in digging through the files with fresh eyes all over again is already getting some pieces of information out there about what exactly happened during that time. It's just a matter of, putting that pressure on law enforcement to make sure that we're getting answers into what they're uncovering. There's also a tip line. Atlanta Police has a tip line for anyone in the community who has any information. They have an officer dedicated to taking down those tips, taking down those pieces of information to see if any of them lead to new clues of who did this and if it's the person currently locked up. Those are the top 4 questions. Thank you so much for watching this on our YouTube channel, 11 Alive. Make sure that you post other questions in the comment section below right here, and then we'll make sure we answer those questions for you. Thanks for tuning in.